Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for taking the time to spend a little time with me. I always appreciate that. Quick video here, guys. This is in response to the question I asked yesterday on Twitter. What aspects of 2K football, the gameplay itself, just the gameplay, what aspects of their gameplay do you prefer over Madden? So we're just talking about in between the white lines. We're not talking about modes or CFM, nothing like that. Just gameplay. And the reason why I wanted to ask that is you always see these debates about 2K versus Madden, Madden versus 2K, and I'm going to explain to you why, in my opinion, it's very pointless. All right, first and foremost, let's look at the first response I got. Shout outs to Mr. Hurricane, and he replied with, I really enjoyed 2K's kicking. I absolutely did as well. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to roll through these replies here. I'm not going to read them all, but I'm just going to scroll through them. And what I'm going to do is give you my list of things that I feel that 2K8 still has an edge. And it's not that many, guys, to be honest. If we're talking about pure gameplay, and that's one thing I want you to notice as well. There are a lot of these things in these comments that are coming back that is not gameplay. And that's very interesting to me. All right, now, first and foremost, let me say this. The reason why it is pointless, this debate in general, because it's all opinion. It's all opinion. It's what you think versus what somebody else thinks. None of this is actual fact. It's about opinion and preference. And that's the bottom line, because you're going to see that, like I said, as you look at some of these replies. All right, so here are my things. The kick meter, yes. I think the kick meter, 2K8 still did a better job with that, even till today. Even in Madden 17, I think I like the kick meter. It is very hard. At times, it's going to be difficult. Guys are going to miss kicks, but I still like the mechanic in 2K8. Here's another thing right here. One of the biggest traits rather than ratings. What he's talking about is basically their ability-based system. That right there, to me as well, was another aspect of 2K8 that was done very well. Madden 08 was going down the same line. Madden in general needs to focus on that again. They focus a lot on their traits now. So all they need to do now is take it to the next level. Blow those traits out. And, we've asked Rex Dixon that. You guys have heard that publicly, and he's actually stated they definitely want to go after that. So they need to do that. But right now, it's not as robust as 2K8 was. So I got to give 2K8 the nod on that. All right, some of the other things here, guys. My things as you're looking at these replies. The quarterback movement, the way the quarterback moved in the pocket and the rollout and all of that, it was great in 2K8. Madden is closing the gap. I think the quarterback movement is a lot better. It's not quite as fluid and smooth as it was in 2K, but, it's not that far away. And this is another thing that you guys have to always remember. 2K will never feel like Madden. Madden will never feel like 2K. My guy ZooFX says that all the time, and that's just the truth of it. Now, some of these things, again, guys, is preference and what you prefer. Here's another huge one, which is on my list as well. The penalties and the challenge system. Shout outs to Dez, who wrote this comment. Man, 2K still did that better, even still. Madden still doesn't have as a robust of a system that 2K had. Being able to offset penalties and challenge different things, whether it's a catch or possession or things like that. What else did I like? Being able to call the pre-calling right here, the tiered play calling on defense. Where you can set your stunts and pinch and all that. Then you go into your play call. Going along with that is the coverage shells and things like that that you can pre-call in this game. Absolutely, that you don't have that option currently in Madden. All right. What else did I think was great? I think 2K's animation quality was good. Even though, player movement, in my opinion, wasn't all that great. It wasn't much better than what you see in Madden. Madden does have more of a robotic feel at times, but if you look at 2K8 or 2K5, even going back that far, all of the stuff that you complain about is in that game as well. The Tron jogging, the turnstile running, and the sliding and warping, all of that stuff can be found in 2K football as well. But I think where they did excel right here, shout outs to Charter 04, the running animations on route running. The route running was very crisp. and very fluid in 2K8. So I think they definitely get a nod there. Other than that, and I know I'm missing something. I'm trying to remember. So my list so far would be the tiered level play calling, on defense. The what else did I say? The challenge system definitely would be one. Quarterback movement in the pocket, and the rating system. And so to sum it up, man, really animation quality and the ratings-based system, that's really it, in my opinion. I don't think that the physics are better in 2K football. Absolutely not. That's just my opinion. Again, I got to keep saying that because it's not fact. It's just an opinion. I don't think the DB and wideout interactions are better than what you see in Madden right now. Absolutely not. Being able to choose your own catch and all of that type of stuff. The passing, I think 2K8 may have had an edge still with passing because the trajectories were a little different. Now you do have the ability to select the pass, more options in Madden now, but I still think the ball trajectory was a little better in 2K. Now, other than that, I'm just saying, man, the stuff that's coming in Madden, like, wait till you really be able to dissect the zones and seeing what they're doing, and the fact that the DBs actually have rules and, assignments that they have to count and switch off and, count the receivers and decide if he does this, I do that. All of that stuff never been done in a football game before. The run fits and, those type of things never been done. And, you got to say, yes, 2K didn't have the opportunity to do it. You got to acknowledge that, but that further enhances my point. You know what I mean? Now, this right here is interesting. 2K had signature styles. Yes, I agree with that, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. But to me, the signature style as far as the run doesn't necessarily affect gameplay, even though this is something I need to see in Madden going forward. But I do understand, y'all have heard me say this plenty of times, I'd rather the game get to a point where the player movement is stellar first. Because to me, what's the use of a great animation or a signature style animation if they're still sliding on the field? So that type of stuff has to be addressed. But other than that, man, I don't see, in my opinion, and I don't feel like anything else in terms of in between the lines was better. Like I said, 2K definitely had animation quality. But running animations, I don't think that looked that good in 2K. The open field running animations, I couldn't stand that shoulder roll and the hip roll. Like I hated that. Even though I love that game. That game is great. Even for nostalgia reasons, the game is great. It was great for its time, but it definitely had its share of problems, just like Madden. So that's my point, man. I'm not gonna run this video much longer, but you're seeing it here, guys. As I'm rolling through these comments, you're not seeing a ton of actual gameplay elements that people can pick out. And that's why I say it's irrelevant. And shout outs to Operation Sports here giving me this nice look. But yeah, to me, it's irrelevant. I'm done with that. Excuse me, as far as trying to compare and contrast, no. The only thing I will continue to do is point out things that they had and, let the devs know, like, listen, man, we need to get this in Madden some kind of way. Do it your way, but this is an addition to the game that they had. So that's it, man. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else outside of those things I mentioned where 2K can even be compared to what we currently have in Madden. And that's just me being honest, keeping it real. So there it is, guys. Definitely leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and don't forget to check this out, man. I definitely will support these guys in the effort of making an NCAA game. I will give them my support and help them the best I can. And this pretty much sums it up, man. Like Azure Effect says, the animations and tiered player ability system. That's about it. Other than that, I'm sorry. I just don't see where I can just overly just say, oh, 2K killed them in this, killed them in that. Because again, it goes back to what I said in the beginning. Is opinion and preference, which makes these debates absolutely pointless. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you, man. Definitely leave your thoughts. Leave a comment. And I promise it won't hurt you to hit that like button. And if you don't like it, do that as well. Dislike it. All right, guys, until next time, man, let me know what you think. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.